Okay, so I'm going to continue going over some of the EOG release problems just to help you as you work through the problems on your own. And remember, you can pause the problems as you go along, as you watch it to help you. Okay, so I'm going to start on number 24 right now. So we're going to do number 24 and get my colors here. Here we go. So the question is, which choice is equal to 462? Which choice is equal to 462 is our question. So our key number, again, 462. So in order to solve this problem, you really need to look at each one of the answer choices, which is A, B, C, or D, and you're going to determine which one actually fits the criteria there. That equals 462. Okay, so one option to solve this is you're going to put them in place value drawings. Let's try putting them in place value drawings, and that way we can determine what they are. So right here, let's see, you got the hundreds, and I'll go on and spell that out. This is hundreds, tens, and of course this is the ones place value spot. So we'll start with this one first, A. You've got 300, and we're just going to make drawings for each one. 1, 2, 300s, 16 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 tens, and you got 2 ones. Okay, I'll make that into, all right, and you got 2 ones. So you're trying to determine does that equal up to 462? Okay, right here you got 300s. Again, you got 16 tens, you got 2 ones, and we know that for place value that 10 ones equals 110, 10 tens equals 100, and it keeps going. 10 100s equals 1,000. So 10 of each equals one of the next higher level up. Okay, so we're going to go in and do some grouping here. So we're going to take 10 of these and we're going to take it over here, and that makes 1 right here. Okay, all right, so with that one, that becomes 400s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 tens, 2 ones. So our answer is going to be our very first one. 462 is going to be A. Okay, so that is our answer to that problem. But we're going to take a look at one of the other ones, and we're going to show you how they are not the right answer. Okay, let's go and go to B next. We'll go to B, and we're going to do the same thing with that. We're going to make a place value drawing for that one, and I'll do it underneath this one. Okay, so we'll just extend my lines here. 300s, 1, 2, 300, 6 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 ones, 1, 2. So again, you need 10 ones to make 110. You need 10 tens to make 100, and we don't have 10 of these, so you just got 3 hundreds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens, and 2 ones. So that 362, as opposed to over here 4 plus the 6 plus the 2, 462. Okay, so that's the difference. When you separate them into the correct place value spots, you get a better understanding of that one. Okay, so we're moving on to problem number 25, and with problem number 25, We're going to read it and then do our cubes on it. A tree was 14 3/8 inches tall when it was first planted. 2 years later, the tree was 21 1/8 inches tall. How much did the tree grow in 2 years? Okay, so let's go ahead and again, we're going to do our cubes on it. Key numbers 14 3/8. Okay, 21 1/8. Okay, and our question: how much did the tree grow in 2 years? All right. So what are some key words or terms that we should be paying attention to on here? Okay. So 2 years later. Okay. So a tree was 14 3/8 inches tall when it was first planted. 2 years later, the tree was 21 1/8 inches tall. How much did the tree grow in 2 years? We have to keep looking at that 2 years again. So really, what it's asking you is how much was the difference between when it was first planted and 2 years later when it grew. So you're finding out the difference between the two. And as we've learned throughout the year, difference is associated with subtraction. So when you want to find the difference between something, you are actually going to be subtracting it. Okay? Now, you've got 4 answer choices here. We've got 6 5/8, 6 6/8, 7 5/8, 7 6/8 inches. And so finding the difference between them, remember you have to take the larger number and then you subtract the smaller number from that. And when you look at these, we see that you got a 21, then you got a 14. We know they have fractions beside them, but the 21 makes this one bigger than that. So what you're looking at is 21 1/8 minus 14 3/8, and this is going to give you the growth in 2 years, which is also the difference between the two. All right, so let's take a look. Looks simple enough, doesn't it? 21 and 14. So if we say 21 minus 14, that gives us 7. All right, that's fair enough. Now we can go to the fractions. 1/8 minus 3/8. Oh, we can't do that because this one is a larger fraction and we can't subtract the larger one from a smaller one. So that means we got to figure out something different to do with this. And that difference is that we can take a look at this number and we can actually ungroup it. And remember, since we're dealing with a denominator of 8, that means that there are 8 equal parts in each whole. So 7 is really the equivalent in this case of 8/8 plus 8/8 plus 8/8 plus 8/8 plus 8/8 plus 8/8. So 7 different times. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need one more plus 8/8. That's the same thing as saying this is one whole, this is the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7 wholes right there. So that's the same as as 7. So if we wanted to ungroup this 7 in order to add to this smaller fraction, all we have to do is take away and ungroup one of these 8's right here. So if we took away one whole from here, that would leave us with what? 7 minus 1. That would leave us with 6. Okay? So if we ungroup this, we take away one whole, which is the same as 8/8. We take away that one whole, that leaves us with 6 right here. And now our next step is going to be to take that one that we ungrouped, we took away, and let's add it to this 1/8 up here. Okay, so that gives us 9/8. Now this 9/8 is a bigger number than 3/8. So now we can officially subtract. So now we have 9/8 minus 3/8. That gets us to 9 minus 3. Remember, you're just subtracting the numerators. 9 minus 3 is 6. The denominator remains the same. You don't change it, 8. So when you subtract the fractions, you get 6/8. Now we can't forget about this. This remains our whole number. And that 6 we have to put right here. So our answer, 6 and 6/8. Let's take a look. It's going to be B for your answer. Okay? So B for the answer, 6 and 6/8. Moving on to number 26 now. And let's see. This is our problem that we're working on. Wendy filled a bucket with vegetables from her garden. The vegetables weighed 7,000 grams. She sold 4,200 grams of the vegetables. How much did the remaining vegetables weigh? Okay. So let's go in and do our Q's on this one. And our key numbers, you've got 7,000 right here. And you got 4,200 right here. Our question, how much did the remaining vegetables weigh? So what are some of the key terms that we need to be looking at? Remaining. What's remaining? And when you hear the word remaining, it is you're going to be looking for the difference. Okay, you're going to be looking for the difference. In this case, you need to find the difference between the 7,000 grams and the 4,200 grams. And remember, when you find the difference, you're going to have the bigger number, and then you subtract the smaller number from that. That gives you the difference between the two. So we're going to set it up. 7,000 minus 4,200. All right, so we got that set up, and just making sure that you got the place values lined up properly. The ones above the ones, the tens above the tens, hundreds above the hundreds, and the thousands above the thousands. Otherwise, it will get confusing for you. So when we do this problem, as always, we're going from right to left. All right, so here we're starting on the right column in the ones place. 0 minus 0 is 0. Okay, 0 minus 0 in the tens, also 0. And moving on down to the hundreds, 0 minus 2. Oops, we can't subtract 2 from 0, so that means we have to go to the thousands place, and we're going to ungroup here. So we're going to take that 7, make that a 6, and we're taking 10 from the thousands, and we're actually putting it over here. Okay, so that makes that in the hundreds place. So that makes that 10 hundreds minus 2 hundreds, 8 hundreds. So now that we've ungrouped, this 7 has become a 6. So we have 6 minus 4 is 2. And that's 2,800 grams. And let's see, we find our answer over here. Oh, it's right there. It's going to be A. So our correct answer for that one is going to be A.